What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mr. Joe's Baseball Show. So today, I just wanted to make a little bit of a quick video. I don't know how quick it really is going to be, maybe like 10 minutes or so. I wanted to discuss what I think the meta looks like right now and how I think the meta is going to evolve in Mario Superstar Baseball over the next, I don't know, some amount of time. Things are being discovered every day. We're learning new things. Everyone's getting better and better. So what I have here is two teams that I would consider pretty meta accurate. I mean, maybe there are differences that I would have made, but I just threw these together real quick. These are Nolan Draft teams. If you don't know what Nolan Draft is, it basically just means if you pick Bowser, he has to be your captain, and if you don't pick Bowser, you can take any captain eligible character. So Bowser's the captain on the Bowser team, obviously, but on the other team, I could have taken Yoshi, DK, Mario, Waluigi, Wario. You get the point. So on the left here, we have the Bowser team. Magikoopa is a great third base. Pianta, one of the Red Pianta specifically, one of the best shortstops in the game. Birdo, again, one of the best middle infielders. Actually, this should probably look more like this. KB has a stronger arm than Madge and still plays a good third base. So that's what you're kind of looking at there. Diddy Kong, one of the best pitchers in the game. I have Bowser at catcher because he has a strong arm, but he also can play first base or third base because he has laser and a big body. Toadette, best right fielder in the game. Wall jump, rob home runs. Noki is a strong left fielder because she has good speed and a good dive. And then Bro, you just throw him in center to kind of hide him away. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. I'm not going to talk too much about the lineups because this is just my preference. But this is generally what I would build a lineup like with this team. Power hitters toward the front, single hitter in the front, stuff like that. So looking at the other team, we've got Yoshi, best left fielder in the game. Toadsworth, hidden in center field because he's a great bat, but not a great fielder. Mario, second best right fielder in the game. Wall jumper, again, rob home runs. Waluigi, one of the best first basemen. Laser plus chemistry with Wario plus super jump really locks down the position. Wario, strong dive, decent arm, good second baseman. Donkey Kong, probably the best shortstop in the game. Laser, so like Pianta has, with a better dive though, and a worse arm by a little bit, but not much. Paratroopa, serviceable third baseman, has super jump. You take him for his bat and his star hit. He's a line drive star hitter. Boo, the best pitcher in the game, plus he has a great bat. And then PD, the best catcher in the game, and also a great bat. He has a lot of home run potential. So I'm just going to go into a game here against the CPU, and I'm just going to talk a bit about, where I think the meta is going to end up. So right now, the way things are, there's a big focus on hitting home runs and your offense overall. And I don't think that home runs are going to become less important by any means. Right now, Bowser has to be your captain strictly because of how strong his home run prowess is. And I can't imagine that changing anytime soon, right? So that's probably not going to change. You're still going to see PD at the top of rankings. Not at the very top, but PD, Bowser, Bro, they're all just like, that's why Bowser's so good. They're all just bona fide home run hitters. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. However, you may see that Bowser's number one a lot of the time because he has to be your captain. He has to be your captain for that reason. And I think I could see Bowser sneaking down to the number 2 spot because people will just walk him. Now, because home runs are so powerful, if I just walk your home run hitter every time, it essentially brings them down to a singles hitter. Now, obviously, a player who has a 1,000 batting average or on base percentage is really good, but he's not getting extra bases. He's not getting, he's not putting runs across unless the bases are loaded. Yeah, sure, he generates more offense just by being a body on base, but that is a downside of Bowser. So I think over time, Donkey Kong is actually going to trend, even without Nolan Draft potentially, where it's just a straight draft. I think that Donkey Kong might trend to be the best character in the game. I am starting to believe it myself. It's a really tough call because of Nolan Draft, because Bowser is nerfed pretty badly by it, because you don't benefit from the 1 stars that a captain would normally have, but it is something to consider. So right now, this is what the meta looks like. You see a lot of 1-star hitters as well. 1-star hitters, I mean, are Noki, Paratroopa, Magikoopa. They're line drive star hitters. That's what we refer to as 1-star hitters. However, there has been a recent development as well. We call it the either the Falcon Pop or the Forbidden Tech. That is the Pop Fly star hitters. If you make them righty, they tend to have really good bats. Those characters being Shy Guy, Koopa has it. He's not that good, though. Red Noki has it. A lot of the red variants have it. Shy Guy is only red and black variants for it. So yeah, I think that those characters are going to see a little more. I don't think they're going to take over the meta by any chance, but you're definitely going to see, you know, Shy Guy pop up here and there. And I do think that you're going to see characters like Paratroopa trend down a bit, and Bones as well. The only reason that you're taking Paratroopa and Bones is probably for their star hit, because they're not really phenomenal fielders or anything like that. And the 1-star hit is very prone to double plays, because if you hit it right at a fielder, it's a quick turn 2 because you don't have time to send your fielders back. But that being said, they can get hits like that, and that'll be a double in most scenarios. Yoshi can cut that off if it wasn't a CPU. So that is a benefit of the line drive star hitters. I don't think they're going to fall out of the meta entirely, but I do think that overall you're going to be better off with maybe a Falcon Pop character, or the biggest change that I think will come in the next year, maybe in the next 2 years. I think that a good bat is overrated. Now, a lot of people might think that's weird, and there used to be a meme in the Mario Baseball Discord that was, oh, bats don't matter, and people made fun of it a lot. For I think Hong Ji might have been the guy saying that. I believe he was. People gave him a lot of crap because obviously bats matter. Like, we all know that. But if you look at a character like who I have up right now in Toadette, if you're able to get hits consistently with characters that are very strong fielders like that may not be a good hitters, like that was a great hit. And if you can start doing that consistently, then you can sacrifice having a good singles bat for having a better defender. Now, I don't think this applies to all characters. I don't think you should be taking a better defender over Bro because Bro has better defense. I don't think that should ever be the case. But a singles hitter, I think you should prioritize the better fielders. Now, that's why I think a character like Koopa, while he does have this Falcon Pop star hit where you can get pretty consistent singles with it for the cost of 1 star, Koopa is a horrendous fielder. He has absolutely no position that he plays well, and there's no reason to take him, so I don't think that... He's hitting me with a star pitch. I don't think there's any reason to take Koopa, so you're not going to see him rise up in the meta. But a character like Toadette, who, as you can see, you can hit with her. It's not impossible, but she has such elite defense that there's next to no reason why that character shouldn't become a meta character. Now, the exceptions, I think, to this, Toadsworth, since his bat is so consistent compared to some other characters, I think that he's not going anywhere. I think, obviously, the home run hitters that are just good batters, which is pretty much just Bro, I don't think he's going to fall out, because a home run is obviously much more valuable in a single. And that ball went much further than it had any right going. That almost went out. I'm not playing with stars on an accident, am I? Jeez. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking the meta is going to end up trending toward. And I'll actually... In one moment, I'll pull up a team that I think the meta might look like in the future. I think, obviously, what do I know? I'm not an oracle. But I think it'll be fun to just see what maybe the game could look like in the future. Obviously, there's plenty of tech to be discovered still, and we still don't know a lot of things, but my base thoughts are 1-star line drive hitters are going to trend down a bit, and defense is actually going to end up being more valuable than offense, which is the opposite of what a lot of people thought at first. Now, I'm not saying you should take bad defensive characters just because they have, or offensive characters just because they have defense, but a character like, again, Toadette. I'm a big fan of Toadette, if you haven't noticed. She has a bat that's definitely usable, but her defense is just through the roof, that it's so worth it taking that bat that may be a little weaker. Plus, she has the 9 speed on the bases, which is obviously useful. So yeah, that's why I think maybe a character like Toadette will be someone that will evolve into like a must-pick type. A character like Diddy Kong, who people consider has a pretty bad bat, he's already become meta because he's such a good pitcher, and that's just another example of it. So yeah, I really think that, look at that, that's a good hit. So I really think that having a bad bat will not be detrimental to your character, and I think that just getting comfortable with the bat is what's important, because as people get more and more comfortable with these bats, they're going to start being better at the game. Oh, we got the Yoshi Egg Ball. Oh, I missed it. Alright, so after I smack this dinger with Madge, I'm going to pull up a team. I'm going to pull up a team that I think the meta might look like going into the future. Oh god, we've gone too far. We have to go back. Wait. Alright, so we're back, and I already know I'm going to get flamed for these opinions, but I think there is a real world where we see teams like this in the future. Do I think this is something that's going to happen right away? No shot. But I do think that this is a potential world that we could live in one day, and I'm gonna run through this, and I'm just gonna kind of give you my thoughts on each of the different picks I have here. So this should be lefty Toadette. Obviously, Toadette number 1, because if you're consistent with her bat, that 9 speed into the DK Banana Ball is unstoppable. Actually, before I do that, let me talk about... Okay, so here are the teams that I've put together, and I already know I'm going to get flamed for these opinions, but I do think there is a world where we see teams that potentially look like this. And I'm just going to break down each of the teams, my thoughts on it, so that maybe you can make educated fun of me, at least. Because I probably deserve it, but at least I can explain myself. So first thing you might notice, Bowser's on the Birdo team. He's not captain. That's because I'm walking Bowser every time. He's still in that 2-hole, because that's a free base runner anyway. But that's why Bowser's not the captain. Another thing you may notice, or that you wouldn't have noticed that I'll tell you, Donkey Kong was the first pick in the draft because DK is now the best character in the game. We figured it out. DK is the best. We've done it. Remember, this is the future. This is not today. Today, Bowser's the best. So we figured it out. DK is the best character in the game. He's got every tool in the game that you'd ever need. He's perfect. So now I'm going to go through the teams, and I'll tell you what's going on. Toadette in the 1-hole because... she's the fastest character in the game, tied with Yoshi, but Yoshi's on the other team. She can hit singles, and then she can score off a DK Banana Ball because she's so fast. We've got DK after Toadette for the reasons I just explained. He can drive home Toadette with the Banana Ball or with the Charge Swing, and he's also a consistent slap hitter. He does everything you want. That's why he's in the 2-hole. Number 3 is Bro, because if you get DK and Toadette on base and you haven't scored him yet, Bro can put them all home. That's 3 runs easy. Boo into KB is pretty straightforward. It's just because Boo is a great hitter. He's basically a doubles hitter. He's a star hitter without a star, basically. He's really good. King Boo follows up for the chemistry, get that extra boost to put him over the fence. Magikoopa for the potential line drive if you want it, but you should really just be using Magistar hit at this point unless you really are begging for a double and you're going for the high-risk move. Toadsworth next. He's just a nice little singles hitter there. Luigi coming up next. He was a defensive pick, but his bat's pretty good. Plus, he has a star hit that could potentially be a sack bunt, quote unquote, but it could also just get him on base. And then you've got Peach last up because she's got great defense. That's why I took her. But you know, we have the Peach home run potential. It's there, and you know, when you're comfortable with the Peach Charge Swing, her perfect contact zone's really big. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you're double chemmed up here. Who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, so that's what this team's looking at. If you want to look at the defense, Toadsworth is hidden in center field. He's really the only bad defensive pick that we took. Luigi in left field because he has pretty decent speed, a pretty good dive, and he has wall jump for any opposite field home runs you might see, or any home runs to right field in general. We've got Toadette in right. Again, I said it before, she is the best right fielder in the game. Magikoopa and King Boo on the corners because they're the perfect mix of a great defense and strong offense. Donkey Kong, best shortstop in the game. Boo, best pitcher in the game, at least right now. Bro is hidden at catcher, but again, like I said, his batting prowess really puts him over the edge. He's one of the characters you don't really have to care about the defense with, and that's kind of similar to Toadsworth, but he makes a good amount of plays because of his big size in the outfield, plus having glue hands means he'll never bobble, which is something important. And that's why we have Peach instead of Daisy on this team. Well, not only is her whole outfield having chem with her, throwing to her with chem throws, she has glue hands, so she's never going to bobble. She's faster than Daisy, and I believe their dives are the same. So they both have quick throws, so they're really good at turning double plays. And like I said, if you're comfortable with her bat, she's a nice choice for a second baseman because she will never bobble, and bobbles will cost you games sometimes. So that's something to look out for. Now, moving on to the Birdo team over here. Like I said, Bowser is not the captain because we're just walking him every time. He doesn't need that treatment anymore. Mario on the 1-hole because he's a nice little consistent singles hitter. You're not going to be putting Yoshi there because Bowser, if he is going to hit a home run, it's kind of a waste of Yoshi's speed because by the time Mario's on second, he'll probably score off the Birdo egg ball that you're hitting. And then PD following up Birdo, you get that chem boost plus the potential to drive home up to 3 runs if the bases are loaded with PD. Yoshi comes up next just for that consistent singles hitting, and you have Noki, Blue Noki, because it should be lefty PM. Blue Noki, because she has the best speed, and since we're just hitting singles with Noki's bat anyway, you may as well use Blue. PM, a good home run hitter with solid defense. Diddy Kong into Waluigi, both defensive picks that have decent bats that you're going to get consistent with by this time, so you're going to be able to hit singles with them and bring the other guys home. Looking at the defense, best left fielder in the game with Yoshi, a very solid pick in center field with Noki because of her speed and her good dive with sliding catch, and Mario in right field being the second best right fielder with wall jump and sliding catch, pretty decent speed, pretty good arm. He's a good choice here. Waluigi at first base for the laser and super jump and big body. I said it before, he plays a great first base. Birdo and Pianta in the infield, Pianta being the second best shortstop after DK. He's got laser, he's got a good dive, a strong arm, and Birdo is absolute lights out in the infield. Usually you'll see her at shortstop, but she's at second base because Pianta plays shortstop a little better. Bowser at third base gives you laser at both three positions at your infield here, especially this left side is lockdown. And he's a big body. It's a good position to put him in. Plus, you're taking Bowser for his free walk every time anyway, right? Diddy Kong pitcher, because at this point, Diddy Kong's the best pitcher in the game. You're just going to have to wait and see. And PD at catcher, because people are perfect stealing all the time. Remember, this is the future. And we need PD's 100 power arm to throw people out at second. So that is what, this is a potential look at the meta in the future. Is this actually what it's going to look like? Probably not. I'm being a little silly. I'm saying that, oh, you know, 1-star hitters are out. Pop Fly doesn't matter. Why would you burn stars when you can use Captain Star hits, all this stuff? Obviously, the star hitters are still going to be good. I think that Shy Guy and the Pop Fly star hitters, that kind of brigade, when you have them ready, I think that will be making a dent in the meta. I do think we're going to see them in the future. I just think that this is a fun look at basically, like, what if star hitters didn't matter? What if the meta evolved to a strictly, like, I care about my defense situation? That's basically what I'm looking at here. I think it's fun. If you guys thought this video was fun, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to hear me talk about the meta and meta evolutions and things like that, and just kind of joke around and make semi-serious videos like this, let me know. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another Baseball Basics. You can watch out for that. Some more net play coming, and that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.